What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over talking about our top 10 attainable small forwards in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Now, I wanted to start off this video by talking about what is the meaning of attainable, right? Because a lot of people might be wondering, well, Ty, I've got this guy. Is he attainable? Is he not attainable? I think it's a tough, real question. I basically included the free invincibles and other than that, 100 overalls or below. Because right now, GOAT cards are insanely expensive. And you guys got to know and realize, like, if I were to do this and include every card, guess what? It would be Tim Duncan, it'd be Dirk, it would be Invincible Giannis, it would be 100 overall Giannis, it would be Anthony Davis, and then that leaves what? Room for one or two more guys? I mean, it's not realistic. Mobley would obviously be on there, but it's just, you know, it makes it difficult to get any of the budget guys. So if you want to rank those top guys, obviously I mentioned a lot of them. There you guys go. But we're going to start off at number 10 with Josh Smith. I really like 100 overall Josh Smith. I think the card's incredibly good. He's got a good release. He's got Pro 2. He's going to play good defense. There is a lot of things that Josh Smith does have going for him. And for me, it's one of the things that I really like about Josh Smith is the fact that, you know, there are really no flaws with him. He's going to knock down shots. He's going to play good defense. He's 6'9". Defensively, he's going to be really solid. And that's the thing for me with Josh Smith is just there's no real flaws. And I love small forwards that can kind of do it all, play good defense, knock down shots. And Josh Smith can do a little bit of everything. So if you're wanting to see me hate on a card, it's not going to be Josh Smith because I love the dark matter Josh Smith. And 100 overall Josh Smith is even slightly better. Danny Manning one step ahead of Josh Smith. The thing for Danny Manning is he's going to be 6'10", whereas Josh Smith only is 6'9". Is that the end of the world? No, but it does make a difference. It is something that obviously does matter. And I have Danny Manning just slightly higher. Again, both cards are good. I think Danny Manning is relatively attainable for you guys. And again, for me, it's one of those things that he is just an all-around small forward. You know, he is eerily similar to my number 1 on this list, who we'll get to eventually. It's just one of those things. If you're 6'10", you're already going to have an advantage over a guy that is 6'9". At my number 8, one step higher is Thurl Bailey. Again, 6'11" Thurl Bailey compared to 6'10" and 6'9" Josh Smith. Thing for me is I haven't really ever used Thurl Bailey. And it's not a one-size-fits-all, but I do think Thurl Bailey does enough on the floor to be in there at number 8. Again, size, he's got it. Knocks it out the park. Obviously, as 100 overall, all these cards are going to have basically the same stats, basically the same badges. It just comes down to preference-based, and I do think Thurl Bailey has an advantage over Danny Manning and Josh Smith. Now, coming in at my number 7 here is Invincible Blake Griffin. Now, a lot of people might have Blake Griffin all the way up to maybe number 2 on this list, and if that's you guys, that's okay. But here's my opinion on Blake Griffin. I think the card's kind of underwhelming. And he's not bad. Like, for a free option that you guys can go get in the event, I do recommend it. He's not a bad card whatsoever. But it's just simply put, I think there are better options than Blake Griffin, right? Yeah, Blake's going to knock down shots. He's going to play solid defense. I think he is only 6'9", which obviously holds the card back slightly. He's just fine in my opinion, you know, like again, at the small forward position, a lot of these cards are going to do similar things. To me, he's just a slightly better version of a guy like Josh Smith. That's where I'm at with Blake Griffin. Yes, the card's good. I don't think he's next level great in my opinion. Am I too low on Blake Griffin? Maybe, but I just think the card's fine. And to me, it's tough. When I've got a guy like Jianlian, or Jianlian as I say, at my number 6, it's hard to put Blake higher. Now, he is a guy that splits the community. I think you either love Jianlian or you hate Jianlian. I don't think there's really any in between. And I think a lot of it goes back to the catch and shoot release. His catch and shoot release, to me, is fine. It's easy to time, easy to green. There's no real, what I would say, red flags with the card. As far as his movement, he's going to be fine. Thing for me is he's a small forward. As long as he can knock down shots in the catch and shoot, knock down that occasional leaner, that's all I need him to do. I don't need him to run my offense. I need him to knock down shots. I need him to play good defense, and he is going to do exactly that. Now, there is a card that I have higher than him that I think came out in the same drop that a lot of people aren't going to like, but that's fine. I said it from day one. I like Alonzo Mourning slightly more than Jianlian, and that is how it still continues. And I think a lot of it has to do with the wide player build. If you look at Alonzo Mourning, he's got a wide player build. He's going to play great defense. He's going to knock down shots. And to me, that is super important right now on this game. Now, right now, Alonzo Mourning, like 60,000 MT. Is that too expensive? Some people might say yes. I think it's fine because I think with what the card gives you as far as an overall small forward, it's tough to beat right now in this game. If you got Alonzo Mourning at like a free 100 overall pack, he should be a card that you guys are picking up for your squad. I think he is a really, really solid option for you guys that is going to play great defense, knock down shots. To me, slightly better version of a guy like a Blake Griffin. At my number 4, this might be gassing him. It's 100 overall LeBron James. Now, I'll be the first to admit, this might be gassing it, but my bias is there. I've been using 100 overall LeBron on my main account, and he's been fantastic. I think LeBron's player build is fantastic. I think he knocks down shots, plays good defense. Now, realistically, you might move him down to like number 6 or 7, but again, it's my bias, and at the end of the day, it's my list, and honestly, I'm going to be obviously higher on LeBron compared to a lot of these other guys, but again, it's just what I personally have seen with LeBron James, and I love the card. A lot of people don't necessarily love his release. I think it's fantastic. He knocks down shots. He plays good defense. And guess what? Bron can handle the ball a little bit as well. So if you want a guy that can go get you a bucket, Bron's going to get you a bucket more than anybody else on this list that we have covered. At my number 3, a little bit of a different guy, a little bit of a different option. It is Lauri Markkanen. I've said this for a while. I think Lauri Markkanen is what people wanted Jianlian to be. Right? And you guys can say I'm gassing Lauri, but genuinely, I think he's what people wanted Jianlian to be. He's 6'11" or 7 feet tall. He knocks down shots, has a great release, plays great defense. I mean, this card in Lauri Markkanen is incredibly good. And again, if you got him out of your free 100 overall packs that you guys can grind for, if you got him out of the fireworks pack, or if you got an unsellable Lauri Markkanen, the card is so good. Now, right now, he is over 100,000 MT. So don't think just because the card, is 100 overall that he's necessarily cheap. The card is still decently expensive, but I'm telling you right now, it is tough to beat what Lauri Markkanen gives you on this game, in my opinion. Coming in at my number 2, it's Michael Beasley. Now, a lot of people might be up there saying, really, Ty, you're gassing Michael Beasley this much? I hate to break it to you, but I am. I think Michael Beasley is a really solid card that you guys can add to your team that, again, is going to play, solid enough defense. But offensively, I think that's where Michael Beasley is so good. He's got one of the best releases in the entire game. And if you weren't able to get your hands on the GOAT Michael Beasley, which I wasn't able to obviously do, Dark Matter Michael Beasley can absolutely still play for you guys. And I know a lot of people are like, really, Ty? Like, why are you gassing Dark Matter Michael Beasley at this stage? Everybody's got, the GOAT Michael Beasley. That's not the case. Not everybody has GOAT Michael Beasley. Obviously, if you got GOAT Michael Beasley, you got an incredibly good shooting guard or small forward for your team. But Dark Matter Michael Beasley still does have a spot on my squad in the top 2. At my number 1 is Invincible Kevin McHale. Now, I don't know why it is, but I love Invincible Kevin McHale. I think his release is so easy to time, easy to green. He's got a long player model. I feel like his Pro 2 leaner is super easy to time into green as well. I just don't see many red flags in Kevin McHale. And at the small forward position, I hate to break it to you guys, but that's just kind of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for guys that I don't get any red flags from, and Kevin McHale is one of those guys that is just going to play good defense. He's just going to knock down shots. And oh yeah, by the way, he's got an incredibly good Pro 2 leaner. Now, if you're looking for a small forward to dribble the air out of the ball, that's not going to be Kevin McHale. But as far as an all-around small forward, give me Kevin McHale over everybody else on this list. That is going to wrap it up for our top 10 small forwards in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.